All right, welcome into the week, everybody. Thank you for all your kind well wishes to Mr. Charlie. You can see he's doing very well. Let's see where we go. I am taking a deep breath. I am taking a deep breath, people. So let's see where we go this week. Let's see where we go this week. A couple of announcements. We are starting the spiritual business class at the end of this month called Operation Launch. If you're really wanting to step into your own gifts and start your own business or get away from corporate America, or whatever you want to do, then you can jump on. There's a link in the description box to join up. It starts at the end of April, and I will be telling you everything I've learned about YouTube, everything I know about building something that is based in a spiritual path. All right, so I'd love to have you on board. Love to have you on board. All right, this came up when I was talking to my Pathfinders group, Spirit Guardians of Summer. Expansion. Come on, Summer. Dragonfly Spirit. Change. And wow, and Spirit Guardian of Autumn, let go. So, okay, so we could be talking about this summer. This doesn't have to be a reading that is in, fits into this week, right? This can just be about us understanding what's coming up for us as a collective. Yes, as a collective. And there feels like a lot of change coming in. I'm just getting this sense of like, the door constantly opening and closing. I'm seeing that. Door opening, someone comes in, door closes, next thing, next thing, next thing. Interesting. I've not seen that before. Lots of things coming in. The Hanged Man and the Fool, whoopsie, okay. The Fool, the Queen of Swords has played a very big role in my conversation this week with Pathfinders, and the Venus energy about love. As we had that full moon in Libra last week, that was really about us learning to balance our relationships and learning to be discerning about who we let into our lives. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles, wow, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands, Hierophant, King of Swords, Four of Swords, Three of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Death card. Okay. That's being clarified by the Page of Wands. So there is definitely some endings going on. There are some endings going on here. And I feel like they could be things that have been in your life for a really long time. Okay. Bad or good. Something that you have been dealing with for a long time. Could be a relationship that you've been struggling with. You could have a person in your life who is unwilling to be balanced, right? So that full moon in Libra is all about us being balanced in our relationships, learning how to be more diplomatic, right? That's very Libra energy. This person, this King of Swords here, I feel like is not having it. Okay, so this doesn't have to be one person. This can just be a situation where a person is combative. A person is, they're kind of hiding their heart. They're not really being kind or generous in any way, shape, or form. They're just sort of like a little bit like, why aren't you doing more for me? Something like that. The Seven of Pentacles said you have put a lot of time and effort into this connection, and I almost feel like you've stuck it out or been trying to figure it out for maybe a little bit too long. Okay, maybe a little bit too long. I have my amethyst worry stone. All of a sudden, I feel like I need to engage the energy. There's a new path definitely coming, and it's sort of like, let's cut our losses. All right, let's cut our losses. There's no reason to continue to be in a connection with a person who is very stubborn. I see very stubborn, kind of cold, not really very tolerant. This person could fall into groupthink. Okay, someone who is, which is weird for King of Swords. King of Swords has a mind of their own. Okay, they're very, very loud about it. And they could be somebody who is very opinionated, somebody who's used to being looked up to, someone who's used to being in charge of things. And I mean, this could be like somebody that you know that's retired, that maybe your husband or your wife or your parents or somebody has retired. They've moved out of the role that they've been in most of their life, right? This summer, we're going through this big change this summer. Death is a card of change as well. I think I'll read that Dragonfly Spirit to you when we get into the extended. But this does feel like, I almost feel like you've been kind of fighting this, like not wanting this person or trying to make this person different than they are. Responding to this person in many different ways. I'm sorry, Charlie. And it's just never worked. Okay? This person is quite stubborn, quite stuck in their ways. They're used to being an authority. I just feel like you might not even have, this could be an old teacher of yours or someone who was in authority at some point in your life. Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the Strength card. So I don't think you know the whole story. All right, the Seven of Cups here. I think you're unclear as to why this person is is lashing out, or this person is not really being very kind. It seems to me that they have, it's like they've lost their footing, or they've lost their feeling of being powerful. They've lost their own sense of agency or sovereignty. Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. I see you as walking away from this. So whatever is going on in your life, it doesn't even have to be a person. It can be a situation that was dominating to you in your life. So maybe a job, maybe a certain boss, maybe even an illness, whatever it was in charge and you weren't. Okay. And now I just feel like that's over. Like you're finally putting this to rest. You're finally not letting this person run roughshod over you anymore. You're finally letting yourself, maybe you've quit the job, or you've just are like, you know what, this is never going to get any better. Almost being resigned to the fact that this person or this situation is what it is. And there's nothing more I can learn here. Okay, there's nothing more to learn here. I do feel like the situation is over, with the Death card being the final card. But the new thing that's coming in is kind of interesting. It's like whatever you've learned from this person is going to be applicable in the next situation, in the next relationship. So you may not be aware of, like, this could be an aunt or an uncle or a cousin or a father or mother or an ex or something like that, a child even. They've taught you something that is going to be important on your path. One of the first thing that's important is to say, all right, I learned what I need to learn. I'm unplugging from this, or this person's unplugging from you. This person could be, going into a different phase of their life, and so you're not going to see them anymore. They could be quitting a job, and this is a colleague that was challenging, or a boss that's challenging, and you're not going to see them anymore. There's something about that, not seeing them anymore. Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Chariot, Eight of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Lots of page energy, page, right? There's just this sense of newness, of freeing yourself from something really low vibrate, really pretty toxic. Some of you may be in a situation where you're doing all the work and someone else is getting all the glory. You're putting in all the time and effort and you're really not being paid well for it. You're having to kind of bow down because you had some stuff to learn. That's over now. You don't have to continue on. I feel like you're moving away from it and into something new. There's some lovely, fresh energy, this beautiful energy of the Page of Pentacles coming out of this Ten of Swords. Like, I don't have to be subject to this person's meanness or their narcissism or their lack of kindness or generosity. I don't have to deal with that anymore. I've learned what I needed to learn. So even if this person, I don't really think that they stay in your life, but some of you could have person really changing roles in your life, that, you know, they're no longer kind of in power over you or something like that. Like a boss quits and goes to another company. Well, they're not in charge of you anymore. You may see them. They might be in the same industry. You may see them at trade shows or something like that. This could be somebody who has relinquished their, or retired. Like I said, could be somebody retired. Could be somebody who it was a strict, difficult teacher for you, who has moved on with their, you know, another kind of karmic path, and they, you know, that's it. That's all they have to teach you. I get the sense that you are becoming aware of this. If you don't know, you are becoming aware of this. And mostly you're becoming aware of what you've learned, and you're also becoming aware of what this person meant to you in terms of being a teacher. They could have been a very toxic teacher, just saying. Now, we're moving on from that person, right? We're moving on in a direction of lightheartedness, generosity, kindness, and seeing this person or what the lessons are from a different perspective. So you could have really, you know, this is, you know, when you're growing up and you have an older brother or kids in the neighborhood that have, you know, really kind of been jerks to you or whatever like that, but they taught you to stand up for yourself. They taught you to be pay more attention to not getting, don't get left alone with this person. There's possibly some toxic energy here, but I'm just saying, whatever lessons you learn from this person, positively or negatively, I feel pretty soon that you are going to use those lessons in, you're going to find that this was a really important relationship. The karmic school, this person was a very important teacher. And I almost feel like it's something that you, now that you're moving off, now that you're letting go of this person and making changes in your life, there's a sense of appreciation for it. Even if you don't appreciate how they did it, or that they were, you know, what was going on with them wasn't really all that appealing, you are the better for this. And you will see that very soon, okay? Very soon indeed. I'm going to continue on with this and see where we go. I am seeing, you might be dealing with someone who's a Cancerian, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus. Sorry, not Virgo. Taurus, Libra, more Taurus. Could be dealing with a Taurus. I see Aquarius here, Leo. All right, so this person was, in many ways, a teacher that you had to have. It's almost like you were trying to learn these lessons in a softer way, and it just didn't do the job. I feel like you're going to, at some point, be grateful for these lessons, maybe not right now, but you are the better off for having known this person or having gone through this. All right, let's see where we go. I'm going to continue on. If this is your story, there's a link below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.